What up YouTube, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I've picked up a lot of clothes and shoes lately, which I wanted to talk about in this video, and also wanted to talk about my favorite item that I think I've ever unboxed. We'll get into that, but firstly, if you're new here, my name is Josh. I do sneaker and streetwear content and lately also vlogs, so if that's something you're into, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking for inspiration on how to style your sneakers, make sure you follow me on Instagram because I'm posting content on there pretty much daily. Alright, let me get into the first item to unbox in this video, and if you guys have been watching my channel for the last month, you may have already noticed it in the background, and that is this plaque right here. Yes, this is the favorite thing that I think I've ever unboxed. Got it from YouTube for passing 100,000 subscribers, and it was really cool to unbox this, and I just wanted to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you guys who have supported me along the way, especially those of you who seem to comment on pretty much all my videos, who DM me on Instagram, if you listen to my podcast as well. I'm so grateful to have such strong support, and it's what really keeps me motivated to keep dropping content for you guys. Getting this plaque is not something I even thought was possible really, because YouTube is something that I've chosen to do part-time, but I am very happy to hit this milestone, and I think it's proof that as long as you're very passionate about your content, then I still think you can be quite successful as a content creator even if you don't do it full-time. I know in the last year especially, people seem to have gotten a bit tired of sneaker content. I mean, views are down pretty much across every single channel, and me as a creator, I've even gotten bored myself of only making sneaker reviews, which is why I have been challenging myself to drop different types of content on the channel lately, and for the most part you guys seem to enjoy it, and doing that also just helps me continue to stay motivated. So I will continue to drop more and more content on the channel, and I hope that you guys stay along for the ride. Once more, thank you guys so much for this. Alright, now getting into some of these sneakers and clothing that I've picked up recently. Let's start off with the first item, which is this Nocta jacket from Nike. It was a collaboration between Nocta and L'Art Automobile, and both of these brands I'm a big fan of, and I was very excited when I heard they were collaborating. I thought the entire collection, which is obviously racing inspired, was super hard, but this jacket in particular, you could arguably say from a Nike merch standpoint, this might be one of the best products they've ever dropped when it comes to clothing. The retail price on this was $300 or 300 euros, which I'm sure you guys might think is quite a lot, but racing jackets go usually for way more than that. The quality on this jacket is nice. Love the crazy amount of patches on it. You got this Nocta patch on the back. The color too, love this racing blue color all over. Great quality on this. It's also well padded, so it will keep you quite warm. My only complaint is that it did fit a lot bigger than I expected, so I got this in a size extra large, which is typically my size in most jackets, but it is a very boxy, oversized fit. I think you can easily get away going a full size down from whatever your normal size is. I wish I got this in a large because then it would actually fit me perfect. Right now I am a bit undecided on whether or not to keep this because I do think it looks really big on me. From a length perspective it's fine, but from a width perspective I feel like it makes me look rather big, so I'm trying to see if I can somehow switch my size to a large. But that doesn't take away the fact that for me this is simply one of the sickest Nike clothing pieces that I think they've ever dropped. I also picked up some summertime items from Cause, which is definitely one of my favorite places to shop. I first got this short sleeve shirt in this olive green color. Perfect for summer. You can layer this on top of some black clothes because I think the olive and the black combine really well, like I am wearing here. And similarly, another short sleeve polo shirt that I picked up from Cause. It's done in this cream color. I really love the collar on this one. It's got this very wide open collar, and it gives you a just very nice smart look. The material is also very breathable. I will leave some links to also some other items that I have picked up lately from Cause in the description of this video. Moving on to the footwear. So I did mention at the start of this year that this year I wanted to diversify my footwear a little bit and not just solely wear sneakers. And one of my first pickups was this. So this is a collaboration between Doc Martens and Supreme. It is a derby style shoe, and what makes this one different is you'll notice it has this bit of silver on the toe area, which seems to be fading into the black, so this has like a patina type finish. You can also see that Supreme logo at the back of the shoe, and the more you wear this, it should start to discolor a bit over time. I saw these and I knew I had to get them. They had such a unique look to them. Now I will say from a quality perspective, not the best quality shoe because Doc Martens in general, you're not really getting the best leather, but from a looks point of view, I think these look fire. I have already gotten quite a few compliments on this shoe. If you are trying to get into loafers and more dressy type of shoes like derby shoes, then Doc Martens is a good starter brand because it seems to be one of the most affordable ones out there. And another very affordable brand if you're looking to get into some non-sneakers is GH Bass. This is my second pickup here, so I got some penny loafers in this chocolate brown color. I really wanted a brown pair of loafers because this year I will be attending quite a few weddings in the summer, and I think a brown pair will go really well with the types of suits I'm planning to wear. Now this shoe, if you look at the outsole, it is a leather outsole. And guys, this is my first time actually wearing shoes like this with leather outsoles, and I was not ready for it. This had no grip whatsoever the first time I wore this shoe. I was slipping, sliding, and I just kept wondering, why do people wear these shoes? But after one or two wears, you'll see the sole starting to wear in a little bit and just gets a bit more grippy. GH Bass has so many options. You can even get loafers that have a much more robust outsole. So as a starter loafer, I definitely would suggest GH Bass as the better option just because the quality is typically much better. But now let's get into some sneakers. I know that's what you guys are really here for. So the first pair that I recently picked up is this right here, the Zoom Vomero 5 in the Photon Dust colorway, I believe. I have my own nickname for the shoe. I call this the Chromeros because it seems to have an all over chrome finish similar to some Asics sneakers, except this is a lot more shiny. And I think it looks so fire on this colorway. This sneaker actually recently restocked in Europe and I was able to get them for retail from the Nike app. They are sold out now, however, once again. This was actually a women's release, so there's not too many men's pairs available. I made a mistake because when these first dropped last year, I got them and then for some reason I sold them. And for me, if I'm still thinking about a shoe a year later, then I know for sure it was a mistake that I sold them. That's why as soon as these restocked, I'm like, yeah, I'm not making a mistake again. I had to cop them. You guys know how much I love the Vomero 5. And man, these are so clean. I love Vomeros in general, but this might honestly be one of my favorite Vomero colorways. If you're wondering about sizing on this one, just because it's a woman's pair, you can still go with your true men's size. So I got this in a woman's 12.5 or a men's size 11. If you do have wide feet, however, I would go up half a size just because women's pairs normally are a bit narrower in the midfoot area. All right, my next pickup is kind of an accidental one. You know when you put a very low bid on StockX that you never think will really get hit and you just kind of forget about that bid? That's what happened with these. I put a bid on this shoe for well under retail, even though prices on these were way higher than retail. Never thinking that I would actually hit on it, but 1 month later, I somehow hit on them on StockX and here they are. Yes, this is the Jock Moose Nike Air Humera, another pair that dropped actually almost 2 years ago now that I did a review on this channel. And I'm a pretty big fan of all of these Jock Moose Nike collabs. I think I'm one of the biggest supporters of the J-Force one that dropped last year. All of them look so fire. This colorway right here, which was the OG one, is definitely my favorite because you can pretty much wear this with anything. It's got this nice gum outsole. The cream and white hits make this super wearable, and I just really love that gold detailing on the Nike swoosh. Jock Moose, I think, did a really great job here because if you look at what an original Nike Air Humera looks like, that really doesn't look like something that I would wear. But Jock Moose managed to take this hiking shoe and give it a very luxury makeover, and I think they did a great job. I'm very happy to add this to the collection. And the last pickup is from a sneaker brand which I've never really talked about on this channel before, but I definitely wanted to get some of their shoes this year, and that is of course Hoka. And these right here are the shoes that I got. I believe these are called the Hoka Tour Summit Lows. And yo, as soon as I saw this one, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be my first pair of Hokas because these are hard. This colorway is so fire. Love the very chunky outsole on these, the speckled outsole. They also came in a black colorway, and there's a few more pairs that dropped also earlier this year. But this cream one for sure was my favorite, of course, getting into spring and summer. And it's a very nice high quality shoe. You have this all over tumble leather on the upper, as well as this very solid rubber mudguard all over. And of course, this is actually a hiking shoe after all. You have a Vibram outsole there, and you have these very hiking style laces. You additionally get 2 pairs of laces here as well, an orange pair as well as blue, and I think both of these are gonna look fire with this. I had no idea what to really expect with Hoka sizing, so I just went with my true size, which is a US 11, and I'm surprised to say it fit really well. There's no heel slippage, and along the toe area, my toes are not getting squished or anything, so true to size was the perfect size. There's quite a few other nice Hoka models, especially their running shoes I think look great. like the Clifton 8. But when I saw this pair, like I said, I knew immediately. I'm like, okay, I think I found my first pair of Hokas that I really wanted. And these are super hard. Now that I have these and the Jacques Mousse pairs, I better start going hiking. And that was pretty much it for my pickups video. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite pickup. Once again, thank you so much for being part of my 100K journey. And for those of you who are longtime subscribers, I would actually love to know what was the first video you ever watched on this channel. Thank you all for the support. Once again, make sure you're following me on Instagram. That's where I am the most active, and I respond to pretty much everyone who DMs me on there, so make sure you're following me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.